Let's just jump in. Let's actually get the recording going. Who are we? The Marine, probably. Oh man, it's like locked into big picture mode again, which is fucking frustrating. So last run, we did not get a shambling round. I know for a fact because I paid attention. I kept saying shambling round. This time I don't care. Maybe we'll never get one ever again, and that'd be great. They're terrible enemies. They're slow, time-consuming, terrible enemies. I've been playing a lot of Isaac recently, and it's kind of nice. Like, I have a goal, I have a thing in Isaac that I could be working to accomplish, but I haven't been going after it. I'm very close to, oh god, 3,000,000% in Isaac. I have one save file that only has like ultra hard and maybe 1 or 2 items, I think, before I have 3,000,000%, and I just kind of don't care about getting it because it doesn't change anything when you get it. This last one has actually been the hardest save file to get because all the updates came out. Oh god, came out afterwards, and then there's more stuff that you need, which is cool that they it keeps piling more on. I mean, it kind of actually is cool. I enjoy playing Isaac and I enjoy having more of it, but it is weird that if you were going for completion or whatever, it's now significantly farther from the starting point than it was when the game came out. And it seems to track all of that. Like, the 2 full save files that I have were both, I think, in the Afterbirth Plus. I think one of them had one of the booster packs, or some of the booster packs. I think the first one didn't have any of the Switch booster packs because they came later than the initial ones. This is still too loud. But, you know, it's still good stuff. I really enjoy Isaac. I really enjoy it because, like, you can kind of just get up and go in Isaac. You can kind of just be experiencing a run in Isaac. You don't have to go through a pretty samey first floor, which is true in this one, and often a pretty lamey first floor. Even, you know, I've been playing only as Eden. Even some of those are fucking terrible, but at least, you know, you kind of have a new problem to overcome. I feel like as Paradox, you don't really get that new problem situation. You kind of just get, oh, well, we're gonna take damage here. You kind of just get the same start, roughly. And you handle it the same way you do as with all the other characters. You wait till you get this room, and then you freak out, and you probably use both of your blanks, and you still don't get a flawless. That's how you handle this one with all characters. I should have probably opened that black chest beforehand. That was gonna be my initial plan, but I decided it's the first floor. It's a little samey. I can do it. It's just like the way you have to move for this guy now. Just jump, dude. Ooh, there we go. Just needed him to jump, and we actually got it. Wow, feels good. Oh, everybody cheated. Everybody cheated. Everybody but cheated. Ooh. Not a gun that I like. It is a gun that damages the gunman, which is why I don't like it. And this is not a secret room that I like. I was hoping for one more key. Oh well. That's amazing. Oh, that's worthless. Wow. Oh, wow, 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 wow. There have been a lot of first floors that have teased and removed the idea of an infinite key. Teased and then, I guess, not removed, but, like, not allowed me to pick up an infinite key. But this one, oh boy, buddy. I just gave it away now. Like the famous Chili's song. I need some caffeine. I think I'm gonna have to pause in a second here and get some caffeine. It's a little, it's like 8:30. Jackie's been sick all day. Last night she told me her throat started to hurt. She's been sick. She already called up for her shift tomorrow. So I've been kind of just like, chilling at home, trying to keep kind of quiet, not bother her too much. But hopefully she'll feel better. I got her some Vietnamese noodle soup, also known as Paho. Also known as Paho. Paho. I got her some pho. This, where we live, is like the pho capital of the Americas. There's just, everywhere you go, there's Asian food everywhere. I work at a freaking Asian restaurant, and while we don't have pho, we are Taiwanese, not Vietnamese. It just goes to show that the food, it's everywhere. There's a huge Asian American community out here, and it's fucking dope to have so much pho. Earlier we watched a movie. Well, I kind of watched a movie. I wasn't paying super attention because I didn't understand it I didn't understand what it was when I started it, or when Jackie put it on, and then she kind of fell in and out of sleep during the movie. But it's a movie called A Serious Man. It's a Coen Brothers movie about, I guess, a Jewish curse. It kind of just, it's the story of a guy to whom bad things happen over and over and over. His life kind of seems to be like stable and normal at the start, but it begins with a weird, I'm trying to piece it together because Jackie had already started the movie when I walked in, but the movie starts off in 4x3 resolution with a, pretty W'yuk? What's a W'yuk? Also, hello, Bob. Have you seen A Serious Man? Whoops, looking at chat. This movie I would maybe pay more attention to look for the Coen-esque clues that are probably scattered about. Because to me, it kind of just was the story of a guy and his family in the 60s dealing with pretty quaint suburban issues. And then it turned into, I know that it had something to do with Heisenberg's uncertainty principle and quantum mechanics. But beyond that, I didn't put a lot of it together. Die book. I love the Coen brothers. Some of my favorite movies are theirs. Barton Fink is amazing. I really liked Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? when I was younger, and I think a lot of the actors in that movie are still great. Of course, Big Lebowski is a favorite of many people. Trying to think, what was their big one between? I know they did No Country for Old Men, and that was a great movie, but that's not one of my favorites of theirs. But there was something between No Country for Old Men and Barton Fink and Big Lebowski. No, that came out pretty recently. That was that Netflix one, right? I watched the first part of that. But A Serious Man, I mean, it was a good and interesting movie to watch, but I do need to piece it together. I need to think it through a little bit more. Oh wow, the ability to steal, and we have an Infinity. So we are pretty much set on this run. Ow! God. What are you doing here? It's good. I did some Final Fantasy earlier, and now I'm doing this after stopping for a bit and watching that movie with Jackie, who's now recovering. She's feeling sick. She's not feeling up for much activity today. What's up, Roddy? How are you doing? I forgot, Tuesday's like a good day to catch some Roddy action. Oh yeah, we got the EtG on the first floor, and I didn't believe it even when it happened. I've been getting a lot of black chests that have like a semi-decent gun in it, but this time we got the gun. I don't know if Roddy's played any of Wizard of Legend, period. I haven't played the update, and I don't necessarily plan on it. I think I might play some Hades after this. I really need to see if I can freaking wake up a little bit. If so, then yes. If not, then no. There's nothing worth stealing on this floor. And there may be, well, there definitely is something worth stealing on the next floor. Ooh, I'll be right back. I gotta get some caffeine, see if that helps. Hey, Squatchy. How you doing? All right, well, let's see if we can make this work. Again, I don't need any of that. Oops. What are you up to tonight, Squatch? I always thought that was called weed whacking. But maybe not. What? I haven't played any Hades. I'm thinking of starting it tonight. Dude, that gun is fucking strong. Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of me going, I don't know what's going on. Why are there so much dialogue? What's happening? Who's this guy? I know I don't need to shoot it, but I'm gonna shoot it because I'm gonna forget. I like dialogue. If it's a roguelike, I like dialogue once I've played it for a bit. Or like exposition or any kind of story elements. I do not like that on the first time. And like, it's part of the reason that it's so hard for me to really get into new roguelites is because I'm just like, just fucking get to the fucking point. Like, I think part of the reason that Wizard of Legend, oh, I knew it. I knew we were gonna have a mini boss in here somewhere. Part of the reason that Wizard of Legend, I think didn't initially sit well with me was it starts off with like a whole bunch of like build-up, this whole town, this whole history, all of that, and then it, whoa, dude, and then it just kind of throws you into this very different feeling thing. And I never got to the point where I cared enough, I guess. What's this gonna do? Are they just gonna go random? Okay. But it seemed like, I don't know, maybe my tastes in games are changing. God damn it. Alright, now we can at least find where the thing is. If it's not in this direction, okay, we had to go here, so that's good. I just feel like, I don't know, if I want to play a certain type of game, I want to play that type of game, and like if I want a game where I just jump in, that's why like I started this run talking about how I've been getting back into Isaac pretty significantly, because like Isaac is pretty pure in terms of like what it offers. Story is just a cutscene here and there. When do you feel like it? It's never an imposition. If you want a game where you just get in and you just play, and from the get-go you are playing the game, you know, then that's what you get. Like, that's what I like about it. There's no build-up. Even Gungeon has the first floor build-up, which is kind of like pretty samey by the 6,000th time you played it. The setup's gonna go almost exactly the same. The only real difference is the number of keys you get. And that's not like necessarily a huge flaw, but the first floor definitely feels the same almost regardless of who you're playing as. If you're Paradox, you know, there's a few differences in starting items, but it's really just about how many keys you get on the first floor at this point. At least for me. Wow, that guy he just killed his son. Burb. You cold? Dude, last week we got snow. This week it's fucking regular. Man, fuck. Regular ass raining. And it's really bumming me out. As soon as you get one ability to steal, you are guaranteed to get another ability to steal. It's just fact. Oops, wrong way. Wow! I'll take it just because I never actually end up using my thing otherwise. I can sell it. Or I can easily drop it somewhere else. How is auto chess? Or whatever the Hearthstone one is called. I know there's Dota Lords. Was it just... There's Teamfight Tactics. And then what's the Hearthstone one called? Isn't it called Dota Lords? I don't know. I'll never know. I've never even played Dota regular. Battlegrounds. Is it sponsored by PlayerUnknown? These are two theft weapons that work the exact same way. Wait, I should just use this one. Because I'm not actually going to use this as a room clearer anyway. PlayerUnknown's Hearthstone Battlegrounds. What's the lore? Do any of these have lore? I guess I don't even really know what auto chess is. You kind of like put down characters and then they have actions and they're guaranteed to take those actions, so it's about placement and timing, right? What it seems like to me is like kind of tower defense. But based on different heroes doing different things under different amounts of positioning or whatever. I don't know. I've never played any of those full games, so I don't know if you need to know that hero A behaves a certain way in order to do it. Do you learn those things because of the main MOBA? And also, why does it seem like Blizzard is just making every other game, but trying to tie it into its universe? It's like, if a game comes out, there's going to be a Blizzard version of that, a Blizzardified version of that game soon after. What? Why did that brazier not flip that on fire? That was weird. Come on, coffee. Do the one thing anybody likes you for. Chemical energy. Alright, remind me to go to the Shrine of the Gun Gods before we fight that thing. I want to get as much money as I can. Oh my lord. Okay, steal one. That gives us 2 curse. The other one will give us 1 curse on use or on purchase. I guess I would have to, like, either play it or watch somebody else play it to kind of understand it more. That's the kind of feeling I get about it. And I feel like that's the same way about MOBAs, but for me, it's so hard to even look at MOBAs. There's an okay Chance the Rapper SNL sketch where he's basically confused interviewer at like a esports MOBA thing, and even though, you know, it kind of overstays its welcome or whatever, that's roughly how I feel when I'm watching any like highlights from MOBAs. It's just like, good job, I guess, I suppose. That does look interesting. I mean, I've played Diablo, so I know what isometric, you know, click your character over here to get them to move forward kind of games are roughly about, but beyond that, I don't really get what makes a MOBA a MOBA. We're definitely not using spice on this run. It's just not going to be a spice run. I already have too much curse to even really consider that. God, this thing fires fast. Or maybe, I guess that's just with the Marine. Oh boy, this is where I'm going to take damage. Oh no, oh. Felt like where I would usually have taken damage. So there's no saying where I'm going to take damage this time. Got an extra blank somewhere? Neat. Yikes. Okay. Ooh! That looked like it was about to be it. Wow, that was a regular, smartly played fuck. I really feel like that one was just one of the cleanest and clearest. What does strafe synergize with? Spicy D-boys. That sounds like some sort of weird dick-related thing. Strafe. Coolness is increased by 2. Killing nearby enemies will get lit on fire while reloading. What is Rochester? Is that your dad? What'd your dad do? What'd your dad do? Yeah, I'm documenting me playing this game. Ooh, neat. I got a gun I like. Table tech stun. Wow, it's a bad secret room. All right, so ooh, I even forgot. No one reminded me No one freaking reminded me to go to the YB shrine. Maybe he was temporarily medically inhuman. And thus the incompetence. Did you say incompetence or incompetence? That started off as a joke in my head and then just fell to shit. Why is the paper so fundamentally in comp? What's so potent? What's so potent about it? Whoop, whoop, whoop. How'd the ES4 go, by the way? Zia? Man, that seems to be the way thinking is going these days. I don't know about in academia, but just in general, this whole anybody can win an argument by controlling all sides of an argument, even if no elements of the argument make sense. You just have to present it in a way that seems favorable, or that seems, what's the word? Not favorable, but seems in the right form. It seems to be like you argue by just like having an air of authority, and that's it. That's the crux of your argument, is I'm an authority figure on this subject, therefore this is the right way. I watched a video, Joe Scott did a video about the post-truth era, and I'm listening through Fall again, Neil Stephenson's Fall, and there's a lot of really scary ideas about the way that information is being distributed these days. And I guess pretty much it's always been problematic. It's always been so easy to radicalize people just by bad faith arguments and ad hominem attacks and straw manning and all of that stuff. It's just becoming the standard now. It's becoming the absolute standard. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Hold on. I don't even know how to open this. Is this a link? Yeah, that didn't take me anywhere. Hey, I said no ads on this site. Block element. Excuse me? There it is. Yeah, I think it's worse than just social media. I think social media has had such a pervasive effect. Kyle, why? How are you? Why? How are you? What's my other weapon? It's been a wow, Kyle. You smell also. What? Rude. I was just excited about my boy Kyle showing up, and then lo and behold, it's a secret freaking insult. Nothing ever is as it seems anymore. My day is ruined. What's this one? Poison protection? I love you too, Kyle. Thanks for popping your little head in. Like a stink boy would. And going to bed to wash away the funk of your 9-to-5 corporate gig. Well, I don't know if it's corporate. I just kind of assume with those hours, it's gotta be. Have you started getting into the TGIFs and the feeling a case of the Mondays and the etc.? Yeah, sure, I'll make sure that I do it when it works for you on the East Coast and not with my schedule at all. This is a perfect plan. Ooh. So wise in your planning, Kyle. Hey, Rojo. How's GA? I'm gonna talk to the real, my only remaining friend who lives in Georgia, Rojo Pantalones. Get out of here, Kyle, you stinky, stinky boy. Go to sleep! Man, it's cold there. It's warm here. Also, congratulations on your corporate gig. I'm happy for you. I really am. I'm happy that everything seems to be lining up, going well for you. Oh, cool. You wrote the meta code? That's important. Because what if their code is full of horse shit and they don't know because no one coded up the pre-code? They got you. 28 o'clock? Oh, no, temperature. That's good. You're going in the right direction. Dollar-wise, you don't want to be... Make sure you don't accidentally drop down to a negative number, though. Where's the... Oh, there's the rats. There the rats is at. Whoa. What's this guy doing? He's doing a rat dance? Cute. They're in love. I think I'm in love, what it makes me... Nah. I said GA, not CA. Stands for Georgia for some reason. They use the first and the last letter. It makes a lot of sense. I guess California does the same thing. Now that I'm thinking about it. I've been great, dude. Having a good month. Like in this new year, we got some snow last week. Didn't last, but we got it. Now it's gone. So back to sad winterless boy, but I had a little bit of time in the snow. Mond, the best way to not lose your mind about cigarettes when you can't smoke them is just think about all the people that died to death from smoking cigarettes and how they spent years coughing and in pain, just miserable. And you're just like, oh yeah, this is not so bad. And then when you smoke another cigarette, it'll taste so fucking good. Oh my god. Jizz your pants right away. It'll be Cream City. Cream City, population, your pants. Ooh, scary. Coffin, I get it. Oh, I get it. Someone told me that the new Pokemon games were secretly all about global warming or climate change. Which I learned from the movie Vice. Oh, wow. I just stood there and took that hit. I learned from the movie Vice was something that Republicans used to decrease the severity of the sounding of the term. So we're saying climate change as if it's like an improvement on the discussion, but it's actually, oh, this is a mimic, neat. It's actually a tool that made it easier for things like climate change denial to be discussed, because saying global warming is fucking terrifying. So let's call it climate change, and then we can say, you know, the climate always changes. I'm sorry, Kyle. Good night. Have a good sleep. I didn't mean it. I swear. Man, it's always nothing. It's always nothing in these here hills. The hills were alive with a sound of nothing. Well, I guess that's it for this floor. I mean, I think they're... It's a less secret. Did I steal on the last floor? I'm gonna risk it anyway. Why? Because I'm a mad man. Where's that thing? Let me get out of here. It's like the death tax. They wanted people... So the death tax was initially the estate tax. It was for when rich people owned a lot of property. That property went up for sale or went to a family member or whatever. An estate over a certain amount of worth, certain amount of value, was then taxed to give something back or whatever. And the Republicans said, what if we call it the death tax? And no one will support it. And that's exactly what happened. You had hardcore liberals going like, I don't want to support a death tax. I'm not going to put my name on the thing where I tax you for dying. There should be... That's insane. There's no way. The thing that the Republican Party is expert at, like one of the things they are absolutely the best at, is playing the game. Politics is a sport to them, and they are all LeBron Jameses. He's the best sport guy, right? And it's been that way for a long, long time. They're the kings of that. And it's kind of wild how much of branding the whole thing is. It's kind of insane how it's all about like imaging. Oh God! It's all about telling a story, figuring out your narrative, and then making sure that everyone is on board with it. Dude, this guy has too much health. Whoops. Did I just walk into a rat or something? I don't know what happened there. I was looking at that chat. Yeah, and he played golf for a little bit, so 3 sports. Not even Bosif Jackson can match that. Oh, my alarm's going off saying take out the trash. Dude, we're gonna fucking suck ass on this fight. I don't have a single goddamn good weapon for this fight. I guess strafe. You got to kiss the girl. Wow, wow. God damn it, I knew that one was gonna hit. I want games that use pixelated top-down camera angles to stop thinking we can tell where things that are flying in the air are actually flying. The shadows don't convey enough information. What? This rat is gonna kick my little butt. He's not gonna kill me, but he's gonna hit me a few times. I had a completely flawless rat fight. I think it was... Yes, the video that's going up for the 23rd. It was sweet titties. It was hot shitty. It actually felt like incredibly good to finally, after all this time, do that whole fight well. What's exploding? Oh, that guy's shots explode, I guess. My little friend. Hello, my little friend. What? Wait, I keep kind of waiting for the right time to blink. That was one of them. I hate that move. I'm trying to start using my blanks a bit more on the rat fight instead of waiting until I get hit and then being like, oh man, I had so many blanks. There we go. That was a flawless second phase. That was good. I still got hit like twice in the first phase at least, but boop. Get out of here. Crisis Stone's really good. The cactus, it can be one of the best weapons in the game. I don't know what gives it the synergy, but it has a synergy that makes it one of the best in the game. I'm getting it this time. There we go. Plank is not going to be picked up. Wow. Orange Guanstone. I think that's the one that the only thing it adds is that it shoots a bullet every once in a while. God, my fucking shoulders. Oh, that's another thing that happened recently. I beat the story of Ring Fit Adventure. So I opened up a new adventure, but I don't know what that actually means. And maybe I'll find out tonight. I'm pretty sore. The last mission was rough. This one gets that. This one gets that. Shuish. Well, this run's gonna be smoothly sailed from here on out, I believe. I fucked up the lead god. I'm just now realizing. Maybe this one. Yeah, that's what they're based off of. They're Guan stones instead of Eon stones. That's a good eye to see that connection. It's actually something that I didn't understand what they were supposed to be For the longest time. For the longest time. Oh, I got double shot. That's great. I don't know what synergy gave me that. Don't care. Just love it. Nice. I'm surprised there's not a synergy or something where you get like 4 of these and it just gives you all 8 of them and you become untouchable, functionally intangible. I don't want to be this rat anymore. I don't want to be this rat man anymore. Oh, I also don't want to hold on to this, nor do I want to hold on to the spice. I'm just not doing spice this time. Shaking booties, kicking booties all over the floor. Oh yeah, I know. I remember someone telling me about a game they were playing where they had the no breathing power, and they were using it to have like underwater conversations or something. I can't remember. Seemed cool. Or I read that online. I don't remember. Angry bullets. Angry bullets aren't the one I want. I want scattershot. I always want scattershot. I had a triple-double run where I had scattershot and double vision very recently, and it was incredible. Hang out with the dolphins. People say you monkey around, but you're too swimming body to ever even drowned. Dang. I haven't been paying attention to the YV shots. Anti-community. Wait, what does that say? Anti-community. Oh, it was too long. Anti-commutativity. Thanks for the fallopian. Appreciate that tube. Wow, that sounds boring as fuck. That sounds like a real bummer for Metal Man. Half metal? Is that what race is the half metal race? Does mom fuck a sword? Ah. Makes more sense. Wow, way to walk into that bullet for no reason. Oh my God, why am I feeling so sleepy? Well, I know why. Last 3 days, got about 0 things. 0 full nights of sleep. Goddamn. Well, okay, so this is perma green, but the wait, does this one also get the damage bonus? I think it does. Oh yeah, table tech stun. Hadn't used that once this entire run. Now it's gonna be like my main thing. Homebrew sounds like a, like something someone would name their homebrew, their beer, their local beer. I guess that's a stupid thing to say because of course that's where the term came from. Of course. God, why the fuck? Okay, I guess I'll use this one. I don't have any kind of weapons that I am too positive about right now. Too bossative, at least. Oh god, I think I just got saved by the Crisis Stone there. Crisis Stone over there. Can you please just fucking one of you guys just fucking die? How are you all like one hit away and nobody's dying? I love it. What's the heavy bullet synergy? Is it the one that makes them not heavy? No. It's the one that makes that gun fucking sick. Let's just go. And I'm not going to that stupid unnecessary floor. Oh no! Well, that was dumb. He was a little Spanish ring. Ooh, my bees are fat boys. Not slim, though. Yeah, I remember now. Is it just me, or do these particular heavy bullets seem particularly heavy? Wow, those freaking bees are eating them alive. Those bees are hungry, hungry, hippo-sized bees. So you're allowed to just like make up whatever for D&D? There's nothing that's hard and fast. You can just be like, all right, today in D&D, all enemies are allergic to tacos. And a hot dog is a taco. And other things streamers talk about. See, my fear with Dungeons and Dragons was always, there's too many fucking rules. How am I supposed to learn a bajillion rules? But if you could just make up whatever on the spot at all times, then sign me up, doc. It's just like a group hallucination, right? Oh my god, my fucking neck. Do you guys think steampunk is dead? If that's the case, how is it then that it seems like everyone has stories of people going completely and totally off the rails? If it's got to be effectively directed. I guess it's learning to roll with those surprises. Fuck off, bees. Fun explosions. See, I think I would run into a lot of frustration with that. At least trying to create a story and having it just kind of be like at the whims of the characters to just say, screw it, we're ignoring everything you built. We thought of something you didn't think of, so fuck your narrative. We're going this direction now. And you gotta write on the fly to match up with it. That would be extraordinarily frustrating, but I know is a big part of the appeal to a lot of people. It seems, at least to me, a little too open world, you know? Just something that I'm finding myself less and less interested in. CRPGs? What does that stand for? I know that's like what that one game that came out in Divinity Original Sin or whatever everyone was frothing at the mouth about recently. Oh, it's just computer? That's cool. I mean, I'm not saying that I think that there's, like, anything at all even remotely wrong with Dungeons and Dragons. It seems like something that I would have a hard time of, like, constructing. Pursuing it from a dungeon master's point of view. Also, it seems like work for one guy and pleasure for however many other guys. I don't even know how many people are in a session. Is it always 4? Is it always 1v4? I will say, if anybody wants a good board game to play with friends over a long period of time, fucking Pandemic Legacy is the shit. They're all mimics, so we gotta take this one out first. Come over here, dude. Wow. Did he stand inside of the mimic and just get... Well, cool, neat. Glad it turned into a fucking regular dog. Come on. Man, this thing moves slow. Yeah, but I mean, double drop chance is still double of nearly nothing. Like, oh fuck, I forgot to eat the meat bun? Well, let's see if I remember before the lich. Sure. I mean, maybe we can fill up. What did I use? The SAA? It's not even a weapon I really care about filling up. Didn't need to buy that. And we'll buy this just because we have a slot. Ooh, a synergy. Don't mind if I do. What is it? What a hip thing to say, Bob. I feel like this run is almost at the point where I don't care enough. And I might just chamber gun it. Because it's been a long one, and it's been a boring one. Not bad. No leg god for me. I got hit by whoever the third guy was. Who the fuck was the third guy? It was like a stupid hit I took too. Oh yeah, it was the dragon cannonball rod. Nah, the whole stripe was flawless. The cannonball rod, I just stood there and took a hit. You know, these giant tub of lard fatso bees flying sideways like a bunch of drunks. Look at how sideways they are. This is not how we fly around here. Get your shit together, bees. Look at them. They're so crazy. Ooh, shambling round. I don't know if this is going to count as my last hunt. I've been stuck on this last hunt for like an actual long time. Count. Count. Okay, fucking finally. That was like 7 runs with me at 1 more shambling round to kill. I don't really care, but it kind of was like... It's kind of insane that a shambling round just never would show up. No, I don't care about the hegemony credits. I have 0 use for them. If I could trade them in for something, I would do it. But like, if I could trade 1,000 hegemony credits for 1 black chest on the first floor, I would do that because I think I have something like 19 or 20,000 of them right now. And I mean, for a single run, not for like ever. Wow, we went the right way. This is a very short bullet hell. Well, short considering. That was a super lucky dodge. Alright, there's meat bun, so we got double damage for the first bit of this. Until I inevitably take damage to the face. Alright, well. There it is. Boop, boop, boop. There it is. Slowdown kind of fucked me up. We got a fuck pow and no other. We can get a leg got or an Ella. Usually if I get enough okay, I get a bunch of other ones. Usually that means the run is set. I haven't gotten to the point where I consistently get FOKs with relatively weak runs. Yikes. Yikes. I could have probably done something about that, but who cares? Once you get hit the one time, you might as well just roll with it. Jackie's sick. I got mud flaps for my car and I don't know how to install them, so I'm pretty pissed about that. Also, it won't stop raining long enough for me to install them. But the Tesla sits pretty low, so it like kicks up a bunch of mud all over the body, which is not, you said exciting, right? So, no, maybe I'm not answering the question, I guess. I bought mud flaps and haven't installed them. That's a thing. It's not exciting, but it's a thing. I've watched 4 episodes of The Witcher, I think. I'm kind of getting the timeline confusion. That people are talking about. I'm realizing that the stuff that's happening to Geralt happened way before the first episode. His story with Renfrey is old hat. It wasn't going on parallel to that city falling to the Nilfgaardians. I think they could have made it less confusing pretty easily by just having a date pop on the fucking thing, but even if it was an arbitrary calendar, because I know it's not Earthworld, it's somewhere else. Oh my god, my shoulders. Well, that's it for this run.